Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday and happy Memorial Day Eve. This is a new episode of the Right Info Podcast Show with your host, King Twan speaking. And today I will be addressing distancing influence on economic relationships. Now, feedback is a crucial part of communication between participants of economic relationships and is vital for all stakeholders involved. Now, indeed, the presence of feedback and the consistency, of the dialogue between key stakeholders allows for shaping the offered products and services so that the target audience could remain satisfied. Now, in this respect, the introduction of a factor such as distancing is likely to serve as an impediment to the further performance of an organization and cause a failure in managing information properly. Now, implying the outcome of separating a product from consumption, distancing is defined by a range of factors which lead to the reduction or the reduced quality of feedback and therefore increases the threat of failing to provide the target audiences with the product that meets their expectations. Now, for this reason, the importance of introducing the tools that allow for minimizing costs and controlling them into a certain extent is required, especially in the context of present-day digital economy. Due to the rapid inclusion of digital tools in the interactions between companies and consumers, the process of distancing is helping those consumers, and it's helped to reduce costs as a result of a simplified supply chain. Yet it also creates a separation between brand and target audiences. Now, therefore, to ensure that customers continue to relate to the promoted products or services closely, in an in-depth study of the essential factors has determined that the cultural appeal of a product relatable to consumers form a range of cultural backgrounds will be required. If it is reasonable for organizations, particularly those planning to function on a global scale or scale whatsoever, in investing in the specific area of research as well in the concept of product diversification. Now, that is the main topic of this podcast. My opinion is, we got to distance the influence of economic relationships, money or personal matters. If they do come together, they can either help each other or not help each other. It depends on who's benefiting. And the feedback is crucial with the communication of the participants of economic relationships, like I said earlier. So communicating between economic relationships and personal relationships, money-wise, it depends on what you're spending, how you're spending it, as long as you don't get too entangled in it, and it'll cause you problems. Now, inclusion of digital tools into interactions between companies, consumers can go ahead and buy or purchase whatever they want, as long as he or she can afford it. If you can't afford it, don't go get it, because you'll just be wasting your money, and who knows, it might do something economically to a person's pockets, and it might hurt them or her, either way it go. And, to ensure customers that, the economic situation or whatever you're spending or how you're spending your money is safe, it's best to distance the business from the personal aspects of money. Otherwise, it'll be entangled and things won't go as well, and you might find yourself broke or whatever. So, with that being said, this was just a short podcast. I was just talking about the economic situation as far as diversifying, how distancing your finances from your personal situations, good or bad. If they do help, they help. If they don't, they don't. And this is a nice sunny Sunday, the day before Labor Day. I apologize, Memorial Day. My apologies. Labor Day is until September, but it's right around the corner. Just sitting here enjoying a nice, warm weather here, having me a nice little mint frappuccino from Starbucks, giving this podcast. I got more podcasts coming up, so just stay tuned and just go on to the Right Info Podcast Show where all my podcasts are. Spotify for podcasters and Anchor. Those are the main two. Most likely I will have these podcasts, my podcast and mostly iHeart, Stitcher, and the other ones. I know them, but my mind is like a little blank right now because I'm delivering a podcast. So, with that being said, hopefully everybody have a good Sunday afternoon. Enjoy your Memorial Day. Enjoy your barbecue, whatever. I may deliver a podcast tomorrow in honor of Memorial Day. I most likely will do that, depending on how I feel. Most likely I will do that. So, with that being said, everybody have a happy Sunday. Take care of yourselves and be blessed. Thank you. Bye-bye.